Then there is a very important news that has come in the paper today. Pandemic increased vulnerability to human trafficking, US report said. So US report has said that there is this pandemic really brought a lot of suffering and misery, tragedy, calamity, and irrecoverable damages to the economy across the globe, to almost all the countries. And particularly, it has increased human suffering. And this pandemic has made many lower middle class, and the poorest of the poor left high and dry with no economic resources and highly vulnerable to exploitation and this human trafficking. Let's see what is this human trafficking. So the human trafficking says annual study released by the US Department. So it says that there has been it did not meet the human trafficking is the process of trapping people through the use of violence, deception or coercion, and exploiting them for financial or personal gain. And that is the meaning of the human trafficking. So human trafficking includes trapping, inducing people, trapping people, cheating people through the use of violence, deception, that is fraud by cheating them, or forcibly and exploiting them for financial personal gain. It could involve forced labor or even sexual exploitation of the woman. So this is the meaning of human trafficking. Let's see what exactly various implications of the human trafficking are. So Homeland Security of the USA gives the definition of human trafficking as it involves the use of force. So forcibly, the people are pushed into forced labor or sexual exploitation, fraud. They tell one thing. For example, they declare to offer job, but after going there, they may sexually exploit or use labor beyond the permitted hours and even 12 to 18 hours a day and give them very minimum wages. So that kind of exploitation, that's called fraud or coercion. Since the people who come are very desperate for earning means of livelihood, they are forced to work long hours and suffer from ill health and poor conditions of living and underpaid. So some type of labor or commercial sexual. So it involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to obtain some types of labor or commercial sex act. So traffickers use force, fraud, or coercion to lure or cheat or tempt their victims and force them into labor or commercial sexual exploitation. And Wikipedia says that human trafficking is the trade of humans for the purpose of forced labor, sexual slavery, or commercial sexual exploitation for the benefits. So that is the UN definition itself. United Nations definition says it is a recruitment. You see, it is a recruitment. I mean, there are some contractors, some vested interests. They recruit, they promise the jobs for some people in the remote villages, or those who are looking for earning means of livelihood or employment opportunity. They will tend to offer the job. So they act like a recruiting agency. Then arrange the transportation of those people from the villages, the men or women, or even the old age or younger population, particularly women, and also harboring and receipt of the people through force. So receiving the people and sending the people through force, fraud, or deception, with the aim of exploitation for their economic gains. So ultimately, there are vested interests who are looking for the opportunity how to exploit the people and how to encash and how to exploit. They take advantage of the suffering of the people. And so, as you know, it's a very basic human need for all of us to do the livelihood. And all of us try to look for better opportunities. So they try to tap into this kind of scenario where people from the remote villages, girls from the villages, women from the villages, men from the villages, or from the remote area who are looking for better job opportunities, better means of livelihood. They tap these people and promise them of a good job and good decent condition, and then take them through use of force, fraud. They commit these things. You know, there are many people who go to Dubai and they are promised good jobs, but after getting there, they don't get the permit, and the traveling agent, whoever is arranging, he cheats after arriving there. And sometimes many of the Indians go there, get landed into jails because they would have violated. There is no permit. Without permit, they land there, and the police take serious note of it. And sometimes they get the job, educated a professor from here, a lady professor from here, was offered a job to go to Dubai. When she went there, the travel agent said that their job is not ready. You go and work as a housemaid in the house of Sheikh in the Dubai. So you see that kind of cheating goes on, fraud goes on in this thing. So Dubai, the people have dreams and aspirations, and these are taken as a means for exploiting of by this vested interest who are called traffickers. They are contractor, they are vested interest, they are the unscrupulous elements, and they need to be handed taken with a firm hand. They should be dealt with a firm hand and heavy hand, and also they engage the children in bonded labor, and even the men and women and children in what is called slavery. They advance some amount of money. For example, they bring the children from the villages. Parents think that children are sent for doing some education or job outside. So they will offer some money to the parents, and then they offer loans to the parents. The loans become so heavy and interest becomes so heavy that they can't repay. Then they say, okay, you can't repay the loan. Okay, send your children, send your girls, send your daughters or sons for slavery. It could mean physical slavery, bonded labor, or sexual slavery, or sexual exploitation. This is the means how they sometimes give loans and try to, through force, deception, and exploit the vulnerable conditions of the those population. And now this has become very marked during the pandemic because there was loss of employment, loss of jobs. People were not coming out. Those who were having the means of livelihood, unless they work, they would not have the means of livelihood. Such people were desperate, looking for some livelihood, means of livelihood and opportunity. And so they became highly vulnerable to this trafficking scenario. So they suffered a lot. So human trafficking, men, women, children are victims. It is a process all the time happening. People, they are all waiting around. The traffickers are always waiting for the opportunity. They are around the corner anywhere. And they look for the slightest opportunity. They recruit, they transport, they harbor. They use the means of threats, force, abduction, there is kidnapping, and deception, cheating, and abuse of power. Some people are there, they are in power, but they abuse their power and exploit the people, sexually exploit the women, and giving payments, in the name of giving payments and benefit, in the terms of, as if they are the well-wishers of the family, they want to give some help, they give some money, and when in terms of not repayment, they will be exploited. So the traffickers' exploitation for the purpose of their own gain. So in the process, they make money and they exploit, and they also get benefited. So for the sake of their financial gain, they exploit these poorer people who are looking for jobs or better living conditions or better opportunity, better avenues of employment from their natural habitation or their native villages to the city. When they come, they are offered this kind of job. Particularly, girls are more vulnerable than the boys. So the report also says that while India, they released the report, 12 countries have been named to have high cases of trafficking and too much of exploitation. Now, wherever there's a trafficking, it's definitely an exploitation, and I think police is doing very little, and they need to be very, very firm. So let's see what it says about India. The report says that while it did not meet the minimum standard to eliminate trafficking, the government was making significant efforts, though these were not adequate, especially when it came to bonded labor. They said that they appreciate that India is doing some efforts, but that's not enough, and more so in the case of the bonded labor. Human trafficking, it is a process as been described, trapping the people, as already been described. And then identification of trafficking victim is very difficult because even under normal circumstance, because we would not know. So the main reasons include the fact that trafficking victims are often exploited in illegal, informal, and unregulated sectors. So it is not in the official side only, illegal. Most, see, 91 to 92, 93% sector of employment is unorganized. So the government jobs, state government jobs, central government jobs, autonomous, public sector, and government-oriented jobs are only less than 7%. Mostly it is unorganized sector. And therefore, there is no organized unions in these places, and the people individually who are looking for the jobs get caught, get trapped. So that is the serious problem. So this could be in the area of petty crime, sex industry, domestic settings. This is a very, very serious problem. In Dubai, many people are forced to work in as a domestic servants, and they getting exploited because they did not get a proper permit, and they were not. They promised of a good job, but after reaching there, they realized they have no money to go back, and they were forced to work as domestic servants. And this way, they can't complain also, and they get locked up inside. So there it has been found that they have been doing it. I'm giving an example of Dubai as an example because that frequently the people think that's a very golden opportunity for people to make some money, and after sacrificing their family behind, and staying there and trying to make some good money so that they can send back home savings and do some decent living condition, improve their lot and family conditions. So, but then this does not happen, and this is what is being exploited by these traffickers. So, petty crime, sex industry, domestic setting, drug cultivation. The many young youth fall prey to this drug cultivation and trafficking, agriculture and construction. A young boy was traveling from Hyderabad to Mumbai. So somebody met him in the airport, and they said that my mother has a serious health problem. Would you please give the medicines? This is the packet of medicine. And that please hand over the medicine when you reach. They will inform. I will inform you about you. So they will receive, and they will take this so-called medicine packet from you. So this boy believed, very young boy, and they thought he's helping only a man and also that old lady's mother. He thought, and then he took. After getting there, he was put through the customs check, and it was found that he was carrying drugs. So this person was a drug peddler. Without telling him that in the name of medicine, he has given this packet, he got cheated. No, the issue is the boy got arrested, boy got booked, and boy went to jail. So this is the way it happens sometimes. So drug trafficking is a very, very serious problem. Never ever take any packet, anything from the unknown people, and most of don't take any such risk. Then agriculture and construction are the busiest thing. I was Commissioner of Labor. I knew that there's a brick time, making brick kiln industry. And during this season, from November, December to February, March, the people from Rajasthan, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh come to Telangana, Andhra Pradesh for brick making. So the contractors recruit them in large number and bring them saying that they will be made to work here, they will be given jobs, they will be given good wages. But after coming, they live in poor conditions. They work for 12 to 18 hours and they don't get paid, and also they don't get enough work. So they get very much, they suffer from health disorders and also getting exploited in terms of the slavery and in terms of forced labor, in women folk exploited to sexual exploitation. So strong cases, cases have been booked and action is being taken. But these things, how it happened? This looks very, very normal phenomena. It's going round the year and trafficking goes on like this. So human trafficking is a very dangerous thing. We all are educated, therefore we are being a little careful, and we are looked after very well. But there are many who are not literate, illiterate, semi-literate, who are very disparate, who have no knowledge, no idea, but very eager to do, find some good conditions of livelihood. So after all, it's a human nature to thrive and progress. And in the process, they are anxious and get trapped into this kind of, lured into this kind of hands of the unscrupulous human traffickers. Many girls are offered a job of so-called modeling and fashion. And then when they come, they are taken to prostitution. They are sold to brothels, brothel houses, and gambling dens, casinos, and engaged in prostitution. So these are all the examples of human trafficking. And there is a human trafficking chain is a very, very vast and network, and they have a very good, well connected, and very, very highly, they use good technology, and also they are far ahead of the technology that the people have. So therefore, they got the networking also. So exploitation goes very, very severe. So one has to be very, very careful. So there are fears that COVID-19 is making this task of identifying victims of human trafficking even more difficult because of this desperation for means of livelihood. Now I hear that even teachers, private teachers who are not getting jobs, are working as agricultural laborers, coolies in fields. They were selling vegetables in some market, teachers, because of the loss of the job due to pandemic. Now, this is only an example, tip of the iceberg. As you can see, those who are ignorant, not educated, they may get into the trap of this. So the fear, COVID-19 has really made situation very worse for this poorest of the poor, and expose them haplessly in the hands of these unscrupulous traffickers. How do people get entangled in trafficking? I told you, they get traffickers mostly trying to escape poverty. See, most of us most of the boys and girls want to escape from the poverty or discrimination that they're facing in the village. They want to get away from the village, or for livelihood or for better working condition. That's when these traffickers are watching them and then recruiting them, promise them of some good condition, and then they say, all those who are improving aiming to improve their lives and support their families, they get trapped. So they have to take adequate care. While desire, ambition, aspiration is not wrong, they must verify and then be careful in dealing with this unscrupulous element. They say simply on phone, you come there, you receive me, I'll receive you. From there, I will give you all the things. Say a girl was asked to board the train from some place, and then she was given a free ticket online, and then after going there, she, in the name of fashion, she was exploited and raped. So this kind of things happen. After raping, again, she was sold to brothel house, engaged in, pushed into prostitution, into red light area. A very, very unfortunate, tragic circumstances. I see how they get trapped. Mostly young men and women get trapped and into this. Also working men and working women also are the victims for the same reason, for better lively condition, better working livelihood, in order to escape their poverty. So when they arrive, they find that work does not exist. Our conditions are completely different. Like I said, a girl who was offered the ticket after for getting the job of in the fashion segment. After going there, it was the room was all dark lit and there were no lights properly, and some people came and attacked her. She was sexually assaulted. So they find conditions completely different. These travel agents, who book the tickets for the people who want to travel from here to, let's say, Dubai or some Arab country, what they do is they said that, okay, you come, your job is waiting, we will give you a very good job. But after going there, the promised job is not available. They will be exploited. In fact, the permit also may not be of the duration. So they become trapped, reliant. So once you realize that you are not on a permit, the person will be caught by police. Then he is desperate to do whatever he or she is desperate to do whatever the trafficker or that unscrupulous agent says. And that way they push them into areas of exploitation. They become trapped. They realize they become, after going there, there's nothing. They have no ticket to come back. So they get trapped. And they are reliant on the trap. Unfortunately, they have to believe the traffickers only. They believe trafficker, believe to be the good person, but after going there, they get to realize, but it is too late for them, and they become extremely vulnerable and helpless in the hands of these people. Their documents are often taken away. So sometimes they take away the document, the permits. They say, unless you do this, you will not give a permit. And if the police comes to know, you will be caught and put into jail. So choose whether you want to go to jail, or do whatever I say. So they will engage her or him in forced labor or sexual exploitation to work. So also the money is given, and they are forced to work until their debt is paid off. And I will want to tell you, the debt is never paid off, because the interest is shown so much, compound interest gets so much accumulated. In case of bonded labor or this forced labor, they say that money I gave you, it gathers so much interest. So much interest is added to that they end up only paying interest rather than the actual amount, the principal. What is the way forward? Increasing investigations and prosecutions of those who are involved in this trafficking. Increased investigation has to be done, prosecution of those who are involved in this trafficking, and convict and punish those found guilty. That is what immediate scrupula. They should be dealt with heavy hand, and immediately they should be arrested and charge sheeted and booked and produced before the court. And case must be argued. Case must be built up so well that they should get conviction and they should be sent to jail. Police should be proactive in booking the cases under trafficking provisions. Often cases are booked as kidnapping or missing person cases, even though there is a clear evidence of trafficking. Police should play a very important role in trafficking provision. See, in order to lighten the case or dilute the case, they often cases are booked in as kidnapping. Kidnapping is not such a, it's less severe as compared to trafficking. Trafficking attracts major punishment. Or they say missing person. That is the person, boy or girl is went missing. They write, but in fact, nothing but that boy or girl was taken for the forced labor or sexual labor. If it is a male, forced labor and also exploitation, but girl definitely commercial use of sexual exploitation. There is a clear evidence of trafficking is there. So the purpose of trafficking is to exploit the men and women for forced labor and also sexual labor or bonded labor, and in order for the economic gains and to gain economic benefits by those traders or by human traffickers. So this report also said that there were 12 countries who had the policy of trafficking, and they also found that certain countries like China, there is a widespread forced labors, mass arbitrary detentions, camps of 1 million Uyghur Muslims. You know, Uyghur Muslims are there, and they are China is violating the human rights of those Uyghur Muslims, and there is oppression and violation of the human rights. So that is mass arbitrary. This is the finding of the same in the same report. Particularly, they found that there is so much arbitrary detention camps are built, violation of human rights and suppression is done for 1 million Uyghurs, ethnic Kazakh people, Kyrgyz people, and other Muslim population that are there in the China. And there is a children trafficking, and also there is too much exploitation of the civilians. So the basic conditions of livelihood and also safety, security are not guaranteed to this, and they are subjected to this trafficking. That is the observation. So like they said, the study showed that 12 countries had this problem, and they were given Tier 3 rating, but India got Tier 2 rating. They found that India is doing well. India is doing a good attempt, but these are not adequate, and particularly in the area of forced labor and bonded labor. And they found that even if they are booking the cases, like I already showed, as missing person or kidnapping, there is also poor conviction rate. Only few conviction rates. Few conviction means those who are brought to the justice. I mean, those who were arrested, that human traffickers who were arrested, who were doing this unscrupulous trade of trafficking, business of trafficking, they were arrested, produced people were arrested, and they were put to trial, and only few were for getting the conviction, but most of them got acquitted, meaning they were left with a lack of evidence and found not guilty. Only few were found guilty. So many went scot-free and escaped because of the poorer persuasion of the police, poorer methods of charge sheeting, and booking the case under the false sections, so that the evidence is not coming forth, and therefore they go scot-free, and the case is diluted and weakened. And hence, those who are guilty, even though they come up to the court, they get arrested and go through the process of the trial in the court, manage to escape because of this. That there is no proper evidence, poor persuasion by the police, poor charge sheeting, poor prosecution, and thereby they escape and declare not guilty. Again, they go back and engage in the same activity and do that. This is the they also found that the children are there. So for children should be not be exploited. So unaccompanied children who were not accompanied by anybody, only children are coming, they were expelled because they will be subjected to exploitation. This is a very major problem. Children are getting highly exploited, and therefore there is a need to protect them also. So the US report, State Department study, as reported by Carl Johnstone, who made this report very, very clear that human trafficking is taking as such, it is a very, very serious problem in India and many of these countries, 12 countries that were pointed out. Pandemic has created this situation and made this poor, hapless people exposed to and also becoming very, very vulnerable to this means of exploitation. So that is the unfortunate thing about the human trafficking report. Very, very sad state of affairs. Much needs to be done, and civic awareness has to be built up, and police should be proactive. Pressure should be brought upon the police. NGOs should play an active role in helping the victims to be identified and foisting the case or booking the case against the criminals who are engaging in this trafficking and so on. So that is the importance of this way forward. And there should be a networking, and boys and girls should be cautioned about this whenever they are trying for the jobs, and they should not believe simply anybody. They should cross-check, and they must have almost an escape route whenever they are going into this kind of situation. They should explore this possibility. While they are traveling abroad also, they should be very clear that all the authentic documents are given to them, and so that they are not found illegal immigrants in other country, because after reaching them, they may human traffickers may. So human traffickers are nothing but they are the vested interest, unscrupulous people who are engaging the people in terms of the coercion, recruiting them, transporting them, harboring them, threatening them, forcing them, abducting them, deceiving them, abusing of power, engaging, giving payments of benefit apparently only to exploit later, because their debts are never paid off. So these are the issues about the human trafficking. It can come as a general essay question, or also some kind of very important question in the general studies also. So I hope this is very clear. It's a matter of serious concern. Look around, be careful. All of you, there is nothing to do with education. Even education also become vulnerable sometimes. So all of us have to be aware, particularly about our near and dear relatives and also the people around us. And they must be also given. Particularly the poor people, lower segment, and from the remote villages, and also those who are looking for, even in the city, in urban areas also, for so-called movie, it's very easy. They give advertisement for movies. They want an actor, they want an anchor, like that. Then they exploit such people. And since they run away from the home and they don't want to get back home, they continue to get exploited. So all these kind of different kind of scenarios of exploitation are seen, and very sad state of affair. So we need to be vigilant, and we must increase awareness. NGO, police, and citizens all must work together, bring pressure on the police. Police also should do its job of proactive in booking the cases under this trafficking provision, and should strengthen the argument and ensure the conviction of against these traffickers who are engaging in this unscrupulous human trade activity called human trafficking. Thank you.